Hello and welcome to another video. So we've just had the sword video come out. If you guys haven't, go check that video out. It's quite good. It's a good deck. The games I had weren't that great, but it's pretty alright. So we'll get into this. We got new cards. It's the first time I'm looking at most of these cards, so I'm not 100% on what all of them do, and I'm not sure of what combos you could really pull off with them, but we'll discuss them as we go. And obviously leave your comments on what you think of each card. So we've got Spring Cleaning. It's obviously, you know, Mutagenic Bolt's counterpart, clearly just by the art. I don't know about the effect yet, so we'll take a look. Countdown 3, it's a Swordcraft card. At the end of your turn, randomly discard one of your highest cost cards in your hand and draw a card. Might be alright in a control variant, maybe. Aggro, I don't really see it working that well because you're going to be discarding too many good cards because you're already looking at, you know, 2 or 3 as your curve and you're going to be getting rid of them. So you're definitely probably going to play it in control. Other than that, I don't think it's that great. Being a 1's not too bad though. It'll be interesting to see what kind of decks you can pull with it. Now we got Zoe, Queen of Goldina. I think that's it. Haven card. Not too bad a stat line. You know, a 3 cost, 3/4 isn't bad. Now its effect is a little weird for a Haven craft. It's one of the few cards I have seen. Whenever this follower attacks, deal 2 damage to a random allied follower and deal 2 damage to your leader instead, if no other allied followers are in play. This seems like it would be more of a blood card, but I can see why they put it in Haven. Haven has an insane amount of healing, and being able to deal that extra damage to yourself and heal anyway isn't too bad for that stat line, so it might be interesting to see in a rush style deck, but we'll have to wait and see. Now we've got Naval Guard Simone, a Swordcraft card, 2 cost, 2/2. Enhance 6, gain 3/3 and ward. So it's competing for a 6 spot with that enhance, but because it's a standard 2-drop, it actually fits pretty nicely. So even if you're just playing it on 2 or 6, it's not a big deal. It might work well in a mid-range style deck, which I think is what this expansion's really pushing, is that mid-control style. But we'll have to wait and see. We've got Grave Desecration. Shadow card, spell, no, it's an amulet. Okay, it's an amulet, that's interesting. At the end of your opponent's turn, use Necromancy 4, summon a zombie. So I'm noticing a real trend of amulets for all the decks. There were a few decks that, like Haven, that ran amulets really solidly, but you only saw a couple of amulets in other decks. Now we're seeing a lot more pop up. We're definitely going to need more things that get rid of amulets that either destroy or banish, other than really high cost cards. We need to see like a 2 or 3 drop that can destroy an amulet. That'd be nice. This isn't too bad. I think the cost for Necromancy is a little high. It's going to be hard to play unless you're focusing purely on a Necromancy deck. Or if you combo it with the new card that means you pay 0 Necromancy. That could work. So we've got RuneCraft's Legendary, World Wilder Ginger. I have not looked at this card, but from the art, it looks pretty amazing. A 9 cost 4/4. Hopefully its effect is decent enough to balance it out. Fanfare, change the cost of all followers in your hand to 0. Allied followers cannot attack the enemy leader. Allied followers and amulets. I'm pretty sure I've heard this effect before. Actually, I think I have. I think I have read it somewhere. Anyway, allied followers and amulets. I don't know what that part is. Allied amulets. Sorry, allied followers and amulets. Fanfare, necromancy enhance and earthright abilities that activate upon being played from hand will not activate. These effects will last until the end of turn this card is played. I don't get this point. What would be the point of this? Playing it against your allies is kind of pointless. It has a huge drawback for a little game, but I suppose you're playing at turn 9 anyway. Just trying to work out where this card would be good, because it's a really late game and there's no real way to drop its cost. You'd need to be able to drop its cost if you wanted to make it viable. So unless we see a really heavy control style rune come into play, I don't see this as being a good card. Anyway, on to the next card. A neutral gold. Not too bad. A 7-drop 4/5. Fanfare. Fully restore the defense of an allied follower that has attacked this turn. Give it the ability to attack 1 more time. Not too bad. Might be good for a control deck. Can fit into most things, so that's not too bad at all. So kind of brave and small. Forestcraft, silver, 2-drop. No effect for unevolved, but its evolved effect is gain +2 if at least 3 cards were played. So not too bad, especially since you can kind of play this out on turn 2 and then maybe turn 3 get it to evolve. Well, not turn 3, turn 4 at the earliest if you are going second, but not too bad. I see that as being alright. Luminous Mage, Swordcraft, Commander. Okay, Commander, 5 cost, 2/3, better have a good effect. Fanfare, summon a Luminous Knight. Evolution points won't be used when you evolve allied commanders. Oh my god. That's insane. I'm just thinking, if you played this with decent combination, or get it out reasonably early, and get it to stick to the board, which is probably going to be hard with a stat line, isn't bad. And what does it say? Evolution allied commanders. So, this is classed as a commander. So if you are playing it as an ally, you should be able to basically evolve this for free, so you're guaranteed a 4/5 if you're playing it turn 5. Wow, that's actually going to be really good. It's got a free summon, free evolve, assuming that it works on itself, which being a commander and it says allied, I'd assume it does. And you're going to have rush at a 4/5 cost, so that's not bad. Wow, I'm actually really excited to see that card. Shadowcraft, gold 7-drop, 4/5, Immortal Thane. Fanfare, summon 2 rights. Last word, put a right king into your hand. Changes cost to 0. So I don't know what the right king is. I don't know whether it's a card already. If you guys know, put that in description. I'll put it in the description, sorry. Last word, put a right king into your hand and changes cost to 0. So it just carries over the effect. Yeah, might be alright. I don't know where you could combo it. It might be good for shadows, but I don't have much to say on that card just because I'm not sure on the other card's effects. So we've got Dragoncraft, bronze card by the looks of it. Dragon's Nest. It's an amulet. At the start of your turn, restore 2 defense to your leader. Draw a card. Destroy this amulet if overflow is active. So you play it turn 1 and gain for the whole game up until overflow. That is awesome. That is going to make Dragon insanely good at healing. As long as you're not looking at gaining lots of rush anyway. Frogbat, Bloodcraft. Okay, that's pretty cool. Frogbat. 3 cost, 2/2. At the end of your turn, gain +1. It's not too bad, I guess, because you're guaranteed to gain at least the +1. So it's practically a 3/2. Probably not as good as the other people in that stat line, so I don't see it as being great. It might be alright if you built it into a bronze deck, which, you know, my Bronzecraft series, which if you haven't checked that out, go check that out. But it might be okay. Heavencraft's Bronze. You are healer. 4 cost, 3/3. Fanfare, restore 2 defense to an ally. So I'm guessing that will include yourself. Enhance 6, restore 2 defense to all allies instead. That's actually really versatile and quite good. It might fit well in Elena. And we're back at the start of all my cards. So, if you guys did enjoy the video, make sure to hit that like button. If you have any comments on these cards, make sure to hit that up. I don't think there's been any other cards announced so far, so this will probably all there'll be for today. If anything else comes out, I'll include it in the next video I do. I usually wait till there's at least 8 to 10 cards before I do a video. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. We're at 44 cards revealed so far officially. And hope you guys like this video. Catch us next time.